Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT Quant. So it continues to be a game of patience here. We have not managed to do the breakout and it currently seems to be following the yellow wave count here, which would suggest one more low in a wave 5 in my larger support area that can stretch down to 81 US dollars. Showed you in the previous videos a possible breakout pattern here, but the requirement for that was that the small wave 3 reaches 149 US dollars or 148 I think it was, but we obviously didn't do that. Quant did not use that bullish potential. It got rejected at this important resistance level that we talked about as well. Why was that a relevant resistance? Well, quite straightforward, because you were aware of the yellow wave count, which is the bearish interpretation of this chart. Well, at least short-term bearish. Not really bearish, but short-term bearish, that we came down here in a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 setup, which would include one more low. And based on that, we looked at, what can this wave 4 actually do? How high can this wave 4 actually go? And a wave 4 can go, no problem, all the way up to the 50% retracement. And in fact, the 38.2% retracement is the ideal target for this wave 4. And we reached that perfectly. The price got rejected there, and we had a bit of a cluster of resistance here. We had the 38.2% retracement plus here we've made a small triple top as well. Plus we had here this high from the 10th and the 11th of November at $135. So had a resistance area here. In fact, I'm going to put that resistance area now on the chart and highlight it for you so that we know next time when we get into this range, we've got resistance here because we were rejected before. And it is the 38.2% retracement, which is actually nothing more than the ideal target for a wave 4. So how could I confirm a breakout? I can't. And that's why I told you in the previous video, we can very well get rejected here. If we get rejected here, it's an ideal time to turn around. And until I see at least the $150 level, I will not confirm a low in place. Why? Because first of all, the $149 level was a target for the wave 3, and let me just add the fibs onto the chart. Above the 50% retracement, the wave 4 would have become very unlikely, because a wave 4 normally doesn't retrace more than the 50% retracement. So, we are currently following at the moment the yellow wave count. However, I think we are getting into a region now where we can expect a bounce, from down here. Why? Because first of all, on the 4-hour chart, we're nearly oversold on the relative strength index. Does it mean we have to go up straight away? No, but we're approaching a small cluster of support levels down there where I'd be very surprised if we just go through straight away, because this is first of all around $112. It is the 61.8% retracement of the larger movement, wave 1, 2, and this is the 61.8% retracement of the wave 1, which is one of the most relevant Fibonacci retracement levels. That's at $112. Plus, if I connect these two significant swing lows, the beginning of the wave 1 in the bullish interpretation and the wave 2 low, then you get this sort of ascending trend line. And there is a good chance, especially because these are crossing here, that we have this as a combined support area. And we can expect a bounce from here. Also looking at that indicator, the RSI, which would suggest that, you would normally expect some kind of a bounce, even if it's only just a little bit of a relief rally or a, let's say a corrective pattern, a corrective structure to the upside. Also, if we now look at this structure, it comes down quite impulsive, but looking at the subwaves, what I would consider is that we've done here a wave 1, here a wave 2, that all of this is a wave 3 that can certainly stretch to $112. Then there should be a bit of a bounce, a wave 4 and another leg down. And then we'll see if that creates a double bottom, or maybe we make a very long wave 5. We will see that. Or this 5-wave structure is only the first wave of the 5th. Admittedly, it would be quite long then. But I think we can expect a bit of a bounce here very, very shortly. Let's actually take a look at how long is this possible wave 3 actually going currently. See, we've already reached, let me go to the 1-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, this could be a 1-2 setup, maybe even another 1-2, and then you get the explanation where you have an extended wave 1-2, 1-2, and then here the 2, 3, 4, then the 3 down, 4, 5, so maybe one more leg down, or even 2 more legs down. So, you know, it's when we hit this level, we will see a reaction, and then we will be able to read into this if we are going to be impulsive to the upside, which could lead us to another breakout to the upside. It would need to take us though above $135 to really be confident in this. Or do we just get a bearish reaction, like a relief rally, and break down afterwards and make a new low? That would be my preferred option, to be honest, because I just think the way, I mean, not necessarily preferred, that's the wrong word, but it would be the count I'm leaning to. Just because this movement here, especially with the latest drop, it just looks so corrective. Too many overlaps. At best, this is a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setup. Yeah, bullish interpretation, but is it likely? Not really. Not really. I could also try to count it as a leading diagonal, but again, these are not very reliable patterns, and then we need some kind of additional confirmation that we are in a breakout, like for example taking out the most recent swing high and holding a key support area. So yeah, next support, as I said, $112 will be the next decision point. If we lose $108.50, no, $108, I think, no, $108.90, this wave too low, and then also follow through and lose the $100 level, you know, that would be a really good confirmation that we are heading lower. And the next fib level here is that $80 level, which doesn't mean we necessarily need to get there, but this is again the next key support level. After breaking 112, 100, then we've got $80, $81. Yeah, so need a bit more patience here to see where we are. I'm leaning to the downside, but not in a straight line, so there will probably be that counter reaction, and then focusing further on the downside until the chart proves that indeed we are in a breakout, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about QNT. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.